Hillary just crawled out of her hole with sick threat for Trump over memo, blows up in her face. She's toast, by Al Waisman for freedomdaily.com. It has been over a year since Trump became president, and Hillary Clinton is still blaming her loss on misogyny and good old-fashioned sexism, while conveniently forgetting the fact that she was an awful candidate, neglected the working class, and pretty much no one liked her or wanted her as their president. This time she took her rhetoric up a notch by actually subtly implied that President Trump is using the FISA memo as a scapegoat so he doesn't have to answer for the fake claims that the Democrat Party made about his campaign conspiring with the Russians. Crooked Hillary breaks her silence amid FISA memo firestorm, blames sexism and misogyny for her election loss, implies FISA memo is a scapegoat. Lock her up.
Any of you who read my book about what happened know that I think that misogyny and sexism was part of that campaign. It was one of the contributing factors, and some of it was old-fashioned sexism and a refusal to accept the equality of women, and certainly the equality of women's leadership, and some of it as an outgrowth of all this anxiety and insecurity that is playing on people and leading them in a hunt for scapegoats. So we've got to deal with that here at home, and I think...
Again, she's wearing purple. She's out for blood again. This woman, what happened? You lost. That's what happened. She's still on that. Hillary stated, so any of you who've read my book about what happened know that I think, I'm not going to repeat what she said anyway. She's a witch. She's even dressed like a witch. You see the colors? President Trump's response was epic as always, because he didn't bother to give one. He doesn't care what this woman does or says. In his book, she lost, and she's done in politics since the memo proves she is hiding things. But he did one thing. He hinted today to the idea that was floated around this weekend by GOP sources with it, which confirms there are more memos which are yet to be released, but haven't officially been announced. Sources close to Congressman Devin Nunes went as far as to confirm there could be as many as 5 additional memos, or even more, which prove further wrongdoing by Barack Hussein Obama's weaponized FBI and the way they colluded with the Democrat Party, and in particular the crooked Hillary Clinton campaign in 2016. Via the Gateway Pundit report, House Intel Committee could drop 5 more memos exposing politically motivated abuses by the FBI and DOJ. If you thought Friday's FISA abuse memo could be the sole report on FBI and Justice Department corruption, House Intelligence Chairman Devin Nunes may have a surprise. According to Axios, the committee could publish up to 5 more reports outlining politically motivated wrongdoing across various agencies, including the FBI, the broader Justice Department, and the State Department. Axios reports, what we're hearing Republicans close to Nunes say there could be as many as 5 additional memos or reports of wrongdoing. But a source on the House Intelligence Committee tells me there's no current plan to use the same extraordinary and highly controversial process they just went through, with a vote and ultimately a presidential approval to declassify sensitive information. A Republican member briefed on Nunes's investigation told me there are several areas of concern where federal agencies use government resources to try to create a narrative and influence the election. Some have suggested coordination with Hillary Clinton operatives, Sidney Blumenthal and Cody Shearer, to back up the false narrative. The Washington Examiner's Byron York concluded his Friday article summarizing the memo's key FISA abuses by warning a new showdown between Republicans and Democrats could resurface when additional information is released. Translation: the FISA memo could be the first of many memos exposing corruption at both the FBI and Justice Department. York writes, finally, the memo released today does not represent the sum total of what House investigators have learned in their review of the FBI and Justice Department Trump-Russia investigation. That means the fight over the memo could be replayed in the future when the Intelligence Committee decides to release more information. It is not clear what information congressional investigators will release. The House Intelligence Committee released their classified FISA memo on Friday morning. Hillary might be crazy. She is so arrogant that she believes she will get away with murder again. She comes out and spews nonsense because in her mind she believes she's untouchable. That attitude was what made her lose in 2016 election. The left despised her so much that they preferred a socialist dinosaur who has never had a real job during his entire life and who has never stood out in the Senate for any reason whatsoever. Many people will go down because of this apparent illegal scheme conjured by the FBI, Justice Department, DNC, and the Hillary Clinton campaign, and rightly so. If anyone else would have done 1% of that, these connected elitists in power have done to candidate Donald Trump, they would be going away for a very long time. Please share if you want to see this woman wearing an orange jumpsuit. You know, it's about time. But again, she's a Satanist, you know. Those are the, look at the colors she's wearing. The audacity to come out after the FISA memo. I mean, she actually thinks the people are too stupid to understand what's going on. Yeah, there are a couple of dumb people, but believe you me, everybody knows what kind of game she's playing. She's playing very dirty as usual, but all her crimes are going to catch up with this witch, and she will be put away, and she'll be in shock. She'll probably pass out because she won't believe it. If she's still harping on the election, what happened? She lost. You lost, Hillary. Get it through your thick skull. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.